you for joining me this evening for your restorative class. We'll begin just seated, so either on some cushions or pillows or anything, just to prop your hips up a little bit higher than your knees, just to be comfortable as we sit here for the first few moments. And you can be on the knees or cross-legged, however suits you. So when you're ready, we'll close down the eyes. Hands just resting in the lap, palms facing up towards the sky. And beginning to deepen your breath here to connect inwards. Just feeling the belly rise, the rib cage expands outwards on the inhale. And feeling the belly soften, the rib cage softens as you exhale. Just following this gentle rise and fall of the breath. Settling into your seated position, settling into your practice. Softening the features of the face here. The shoulders. Just allowing your weight to drop down to the hips, into the prop beneath you. We'll begin just to take a few sighs out of the mouth. And so that sigh out, that sound, actually stimulates our vagus nerve. And our vagus nerve is it stimulates our parasympathetic nervous system, which is our resting, calming nervous system. So just take as many sighs out of the mouth as you feel comfortable, as much as you need. And then once you've sighed out as many times as you'd like, you can just return to that natural deep breath in and out of the nose. So up to you. So taking a deep breath in and sighing it out of the mouth. And as you continue to sigh out, just letting go of any tension or holding in the body. Letting go of your day, your week. Just sighing out the old, so we have room to bring in the new. Just noticing how your body responds to that sigh out, how the shoulders soften down the back, might sink into the hips a little more. The jaw releases. Just allowing the nervous system to unwind, to let go of its own holdings. So we can get quite caught up in our sympathetic nervous system, our fight or flight, our doing mode of the body. Just giving the body a bit of time to adjust into this resting space. Just returning to your natural deep breathing when you feel ready to. Just in and out of the nose. And most of us hold tension and things in our bodies, typically in our shoulders and neck. So this class is going to center around stretching and releasing through the shoulders and neck, just to help let go a little bit more, a little bit deeper into our breath, our body. So we're just going to begin with a gentle self-massage of the shoulders. So we're just bringing that arm up to a shoulder and just gently massaging into that space, maybe even up in towards the neck as well. And you feel free to continue to sigh out of the mouth as well, just at any time during your practice. Just imagine each squeeze of the shoulder squeezing out tension, negativity, judgment. So it can be released and positivity, love can be brought in for the week ahead. Going on to the other side now. Just taking 3 more breaths, massaging this shoulder. And gently releasing the arm back down. And just noticing how the shoulders feel. Noticing they are settling a little bit more down the back, away from the ears. If any tightness was released. We'll invite in just some gentle movements through the neck. So as we gaze over to the left side, we'll take an inhale. And then we'll gaze over to our right side on our exhale. So it's just gently moving the neck side to side with your breath. So we inhale over to the left and exhale over to the right. Taking one more on each side. Then bring the head back up to center and take 3 full breaths here. And when you feel ready to, we'll make our way down onto our stomachs. So just removing the props that you had over to the side. Just coming down onto the belly. And first, we'll just rest here. So you can rest the cheek or forehead down. You can use the arms for a bit of a pillow. Softening down the eyes once you get comfortable. Just following that gentle rise and fall of the breath. And feeling the belly pressing into the earth as you breathe. And with every exhale, just letting go a little more into your breath, your body, into your practice. Taking 3 more full breaths. And we'll find a shoulder stretch from here. Just when you're ready, we're going to take the right arm into our cactus shape. And we're going to take the right elbow a little bit higher than the shoulder. So kind of into that cactus arm shape on the side there. I'm going to take the left hand by the chest, resting the head down. We're just turning ourselves over so that leg, top leg can come down, maybe resting on a pillow or a prop there if that's handy, or you can bend the knees in. So it's just however it's going to be most comfortable on the hips. And then when you're ready, just softening down. If you can't feel too much of a stretch through the front of the shoulder, you can move that arm a little bit further out or up, just until you find a gentle stretch through the front of the shoulder. Feel free to take any movements as we hold the pose to be more comfortable. With every inhale, breathing in that new prana, that life force into the body, filling up the cells. With every exhale, just letting go of anything you may be holding onto, letting go into your practice a little bit more. Breathing in that new prana, and exhaling out the old for 3 more rounds of breath. And then gently, in your own time, just rolling back onto your belly And taking that arm down beside you, maybe both arms beside you, just resting the opposite cheek down to the mat. And softening around that right shoulder, shoulder blade, the muscles there. Taking just 3 more rounds of your breath here. Deep inhale in down into the belly. And slow, soft exhale. And when you're ready, we're just going to find that same shoulder stretch onto the other side. So when you're ready, taking that left arm out, I'll just sit up so I can show you the angle of the arm. I'm just taking the left arm out so the elbow is a little bit higher than the shoulder. Resting it down onto the mat and then just turning yourself onto your side. You can use the prop that you have, pillows, cushions, to rest the legs on, that top leg on. or you can just bend up the knees. So just whatever is comfortable for the hips, the shoulder. And once you've gotten settled there, you can close down the eyes. And so this side might feel a little bit different than the other side, maybe a little bit tighter or tense. You see, with every exhale, you can let go of that tightness, that tension, letting go of any resistance that may be in that shoulder, in that joint, the muscles. So just continuously letting go into the shape. As we rest in this shape, softening through that right shoulder as well, so not tensing up that opposite side. And softening through the jaw. Taking 3 more full breaths, slow and deep. There's no rush. Just in your own time, slowly bring that arm back down, rolling onto the belly. Just resting the opposite cheek down to the mat. Arms beside the body, resting the shoulders. Just allowing the shoulders to drop down towards the earth. Just focusing on where that stretch occurred in the shoulder for you. Breathing in that new prana into that shoulder. And exhaling out the old, letting it go. Taking 3 more full breaths, in and out, feeling that belly rise and fall against the mat. And when you're ready, we're just going to flip over onto our back. Just slowly turning yourself around. And we're going to find a neck release. So we're going to actually roll up the one end of our mat, so wherever our head is going. Just going to roll it up to the top of the mat. It's probably about that thickness. You can use a blanket if you'd like as well. And all we're going to do is rest this part of the mat in between the base of the skull and the top of the, well, not the top of the spine, but the base of the skull and where the thoracic spine starts. So that knobbly part of the neck. So just making your way down and popping that, roll that mat into the neck space, that curve. And you can adjust the thickness of your mat depending if your neck feels supported or not. So we just want the neck to be able to rest down onto that support. So those muscles that go up into our skull can release. The neck can kind of let go a little bit there. And this pose can be very subtle, so it might not feel like you're doing a whole lot. So it's easy for the mind to get away from us. And if that happens, feel free to take a few sighs out of the mouth, stimulating that vagus nerve response, telling our nervous system that it's okay to just be here, to relax, to stay calm and present with ourselves. Feeling the shoulder blades melting downwards, the spine meeting the mat. Letting go of any muscle contraction, any resistance through the neck. The head is just heavy. And taking 3 more full breaths. And slowly just unrolling the mat, really lifting the head up, rolling that mat back out and resting the head back down. And just breathing into top of the shoulders, the neck. You may like to cross the arms over the body, giving yourself a hug. So you can bring in a little bit of a stretch through the shoulder blades. And as we practice letting go, we create space within us, physically, but also mentally. So we can have space within us for new things that might come our way. We can let go of the past, judgments, muscle tension. So we can have that space to bring in more life, more prana. If you have the arms hugging you, just swapping the cross of the arms, going the other way. Taking 3 more full breaths. Breathing in that prana and exhaling out anything that you wish to. Releasing the hug of the arms if they were over the body. And our next pose shape is going to be an occiput release. So you'll need a block or a book or something similar like that. And if you have a book, you may like to place a blanket over it just to cushion it a little bit. But what we're going to do with our block is have it on the high side like this. We're going to place the edge of the block just at the base of the skull. So not in the middle of the neck, but right at the base of the skull up the top. So you can place your block or book down, whatever you have handy. And then just placing that edge of the block up in towards the top of the skull. And so the neck will gently lengthen out. Chin will tuck in towards the chest. The legs can remain long, or you can take butterfly legs here if that's comfortable. Hands can rest on the belly or out by the sides. And just staying here in stillness. Letting go of those muscles, the base of the skull that run down the neck. Letting go of the weight of the head. You can remain in the stillness here, or you might like to just gently rock the neck from side to side. Just very slowly massaging out the muscles. If you find a tender spot, you can stay in that spot and gently massage back and forth. And feel free to take any sighs out of the mouth. Taking 3 more full breaths here, either in movement or stillness, up to you. You may like to stay here for your Shavasana. If not, just removing that block out from under the head. Laying down flat. You can keep the butterfly legs if you'd like as well, or either lengthening them along the mat. And just taking the shoulders away from the ears. Letting go into these last few moments of your practice. Beginning to deepen your breath. Allowing that breath to anchor you and your body, to anchor the mind. Inviting any small movements into the body, wriggling toes, fingers, wrist, ankles. really gentle movements, just to rock the head from side to side. I like to take a full body stretch or hug the knees in towards the chest. And when you're ready, rolling over onto your side, a little ball to rest. Just sending yourself thanks here for making time to practice. And mindfully helping yourself up into a comfortable seat. And taking the hands to the heart space, bowing the head down towards the heart, closing the eyes. Just noticing how you feel now. Noticing how the body responded to the practice. How the shoulders, the neck feel. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions or anything, please let me know. But hopefully you have a good rest of the day, a good sleep, and I'll see you soon.